Okay, if you're joining me, welcome to week 4. Week 4. You're with me, week 4. Congratulations. At this point, your body should start to be adapting to it. You should start being able to feel a little bit better. Don't work on getting those weights any higher at this point, but if you've stuck with me for 3 weeks, congratulations. Like I said, this is week 4. Okay, week 1, let's go over the program just in case you're brand new. So we're going 1,000 reps every day, 6 different body parts, Monday through Thursday, and then Friday we take one body part and we just pound that baby out. Okay, week 1 on Friday, week 1 we did arms, week 2 we did chest. Last week on Friday we just did the shoulders. So if you did that with me and you're feeling it, man, I'm telling you, Saturday and Sunday, you're probably really feeling your shoulders up into your neck area here, maybe even a little headache. You weren't used to it because of the tension. So if you need some type of massage or anything, I have a little roller thing I use on my back right here to get those knots and stuff out. But that just shows you if you're not hurting, you're not working hard enough. So if you are hurting, you've been doing a great job. So I've broken this into 3 phases. Phase 1, the first month, is just basically, building the discipline to be able to get it done. So the only thing I wanted you to change, no dietary change, nothing other change other than the discipline of being with me 5 days a week, 7 till about 7:45, getting the workout done. Low weights, just focusing on getting the work done with the reps. That's all we needed to do. Phase 1. We're about after this. Next week, we're going to start phase 2. Phase 2 is going to be, we're going to start reducing our calorie intake a little bit, trying to get in that a little bit of a negative deficit, at least Monday through Friday, maybe a little extra on the weekends for a recovery. But that, I call that the confidence phase, because once you start, after the first 4 weeks, you become a little more fit, your muscles are feeling tight, you're feeling a little more, you're feeling better about yourself. But the real goodness is going to come whenever you start cutting in month number 2. You're going to start seeing these muscles start to emerge. And then in month 3, we're going to go into the growth phase where we're going to increase our weight a little bit. So we're going to go into, so we went into the discipline, sticking with it for the 3 months. Then we went into the confidence phase, and then we're going to go into the growth phase of month 3. So if you're with me, hey bud, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hopefully you're with me today. We're going to get started here quick. So we are going to be going with 1,000 reps today, pounding it out. If you've been with me all 3 weeks, congratulations. I appreciate everybody being with me. Let's focus, work this out. So like I said, this is our last week in the first phase. Then we're going to start cutting this so we can start seeing the abs, start seeing the muscles protrude a little bit more, maybe lose a little bit of weight, maybe not lose the weight, because I've noticed that when I go through this workout and I'm pushing it and you're building a little bit of muscle weighs a lot more than fat, a lot more volume to it. So with the fat, I just want you to focus on it. I just want you to be able to complete this. I want you to be able to get it done. And because if you believe in something and you really want it, you can have anything you want. We have to be able to believe that things are going to work out for us. But as of right now, I'm still going 15 pounds on this. I'm going 30 pounds on the chest. So if you want to kind of cross that different weights right there, if your chest is really strong, I would encourage you to go a little bit heavy. If other muscle parts, say your shoulders are incredibly weak, have 3 different weights. Have 5 pounds for your shoulders, 10, 15 pounds for the rest of your body, and then 30 for the chest. Whatever it is, it's your choice. Just making that decision, but make sure that you stick with it the entire time. So let's get the arms first here. Let's switch it up a little bit, the different rounds. So it's 50 reps per body part. So I want you to start preparing for next week. I want you to start preparing because we're going to be cutting calories next week. Now, my program, if you want to go absolutely insane and nuts and make everybody around you have to change their lifestyle to fit yours, then you're more than welcome to do that. I'm talking about the guys who have a family, who have kids, have to eat dinner. You better be eating dinner at the table, talking to your kids, listening to what they're having to say, with the phones away from the table, not just upside down, away from the table. You know, any of that crap going on. But whenever I say reduce calories, I'm not talking necessarily about changing all the foods that you eat. Let's just eat a little bit less. If you're a man and you're doing this, or a woman, typically in the mornings or at lunchtime, you have complete control over what you eat. I like to cut out as much carbohydrates as I can and stick with the protein. And then at dinner time, like I said, you have to be able to be part of your family. You can't have everybody else eat one thing and you have to be this special guy that has to have this little special meal. It doesn't work. So just cut your portion size down, cut those snacks out at nighttime before bed, and you will see, at least myself, you'll see, I'm going to do it too. This is going to disappear in month 2. Absolutely. Everything will be gone from eating because my metabolism is very slow to gain, very easy to gain fat, very easy to gain muscle. But some people are slow. Some people, it takes them a long time. But if you reduce the calories, you're pushing yourself because you're burning a ton of calories doing this. You're going to see amazing results. Just stick with me. Just try it. Just try it and see what happens, because you've probably never done these many reps in your life. And if you have, and it seems too easy, jack up the weight. So when I started this program, when I started it 3 weeks ago with you, I purposefully, a lot of fitness influencers, and you even hear them talking about it online, I could have taken 3 months, got completely ripped and jacked, then come on here and say, come on guys, you got to do this. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to start right where you were starting so you could see it transform as we were going through the program. So you can see that it works. Because you can see, I still have some right here on purpose. I mean, I do. I'm 53 years old. But you're going to see, after next month, that is all going to vanish. And if it will work for me, it will definitely work for you. And here's another thing. We talk about belief systems. If you believe that, well, think about your own mental thought right now. Do you believe that everything will work out for you? Or do you believe that the world is against you? I want you to think about that in everything that you do. Are you the kind of person that walks around and said, everything always works out for me? No matter what it is, however bad things seem to be going, everything works out for me. Or you that have that mindset of, no matter what I do, it just seems like everything gets screwed up. I lose at everything. The world's against me. Life's against me. All those things. So we're doing our next set. I want you to think about how those two different mindsets from two different people can impact their entire life, and how it's impacting your life right now. So in your mindset, you could have two people look at the exact same situation in life. One person believes everything works for me and everything works out. The other person says everything works against me. No matter what I do, nothing ever works. I want you to think about in your life what each one of those is going to be creating or manifesting, the word they like to use. It's not about manifesting anything. It's about your mind looking at the world and then focusing on things and being able to go in that direction. If you believe that no matter what happens in your life, that everything not only works out for you, but works in your favor, that mindset is transformational, because no matter what happens, you have to train your mind for this. If it's a flat tire, if it's a bill in the mail, if it's anything, if it's a job, knowing that the universe, the higher power in the universe has something better in store for you. Imagine if no matter what happened, you always believed that was put there, that roadblock, because something better was around the bend over here. Or imagine if every time there was a roadblock, you thought the world was against you and it was a dead end and you quit. Whenever the success was just around the bend. Just please go around the bend. The universe said, just go around the bend. This is where it's at. This is where the gold is. This is where life is. This is where happiness is. But you hit this wall and you just stop and quit. How could that lead to a different life? Fulfillment in your life. Okay? Take a time over this next month, and no matter what happens to you, believe. Try to do your best to believe that it's working out for my advantage. Working out for your advantage. Because if you do believe that, it will be working out for your advantage. So we did arms, we did shoulders, we did back. Now we're going to get down for the chest. I'm using 30 pounds. You use what you need. Ripping out 50.
Your workspace with Gemini offers AI that's embedded in the apps you work with every day, like Gmail, Drive, and Docs.
Think about what your belief system is right now.
Without leaving your current work stream. That's Google Workspace with Gemini.
When I talk about beliefs, imagine if you believed that you came across this in the morning time for a reason, for a purpose, to get you into shape that is going to transform your life, not because of me, but because of you, in all different areas. Maybe you're single, maybe you're not married, maybe you're looking for somebody, and all of a sudden, after these 3 months, you look fit, you're in shape, you're more cut, your confidence level's up here. All of a sudden, you meet the woman of your dreams. I don't know. Did you believe in it? Or did you believe, I'm never going to find that person. I'm never going to get in shape. You pushed your own reality, your own future into words. You talk yourself into your future, both positive and both negative. So you got to be able to get control of this mind. I talk a lot about the mind, the body, and the soul. What is controlling you? Think about the soul and what it wants. What does it want? Does it want a fat, out of shape body, or does it want a fit, in shape, healthy body? Convince your mind of that. Have your mind control your body. When those three things are working together, there is nothing that you cannot do in this world. If all three of those are working, your mind, your body, and your soul are all in connection with the soul in the lead, you can accomplish anything you want, my friends. I guarantee it. Let's get some abs. Go at your own pace. Don't hurt yourself. If there's a different one you want to do instead of this one or any of them, rotate it in. As long as you're getting your 1,000. If you are following me and you are working out along this, put it in the comments. Let me know how it's been going. Let me know how you've been feeling doing this. If you're losing any weight, if you're feeling a difference, like they say, the biggest area, I don't even step on the scale at all. I typically do this, and I even say for women, don't worry about the scale. Look at your waistline, especially for a guy. This, to me, this is more important than anything, because if you're doing this and you're gaining muscle, I don't want you to feel like you're not winning because your weight's not changing, or your weight may have gone up, because you could be building more muscle and losing fat at the same time. So I always like to say, I've gone through in the last several months, I've gone through every single loop on my belt buckle. That's why my pants, at 34, I started at 36. Now 34 won't even stand up because my waist is shrinking. And after next month, and the chance these are even going to stay on. So I want you to focus on that. Focus on how your clothes fit. This should be getting smaller, and up here should be getting tighter. Those are the two things. Let's get our calf raises while we're talking. I want you to envision of what it's going to look like and how you're going to feel. Put yourself in that state. Put yourself in that state right now. Think of your ideal body, of what you want it to be. Imagine that you're already there. Okay? And then work out from that position in your mind. Think about that. I'd be careful talking while I'm doing my workout, because I lose track of my counts. I may have just done 60 there, 50. I don't care if you do a little extra. Go ahead and do an extra. But if you're talking, you can be doing your thinking though. I want you to think about getting to that state. I want you to think about where you want to be. Okay? Think about that body that you already want, and it's already in an alternate universe. It's already there. Picture that. Thin waist, bigger shoulders, chest, like low fat percentage. What will happen? This is why I say fitness will impact the rest of your life, because if you've never been here, you don't know. You have to take my word for it. The amount of confidence that you will have through working out will blow your mind. Okay? Because you start blocking out. You got to also block out what other people say or think, because as you go through this transformation, the haters are going to come out of the woodwork. People who you thought were your friends, even your family. When you start getting to another level, it starts to make them feel uncomfortable. And when they start feeling uncomfortable, they have two choices: either to come along with the ride or to try to tear you down. And I always tell people, this has been my mentality. I've always told my wife, okay, in my life, here's the tracks, and I'm the train, and I'm going in this direction. If you want to jump on board, you're more than welcome to. I appreciate you jumping on board, but don't get on my tracks because I'll run your ass over. Don't get in my way. Go run your own train somewhere else. Happy to have you come along in my journey, but don't get in my way because I'll run you over as I go down my tracks of life. So you got to get that mentality in your head. You're doing it for you, and you'll help everybody else that wants to come onto the train, but they're not going to be sitting in the in the passenger seat right there telling you how to run your train. They can go run their own damn train. The only people that you want in that passenger seat are people that are already at the place that you want to go, helping guide you there. Not Uncle Jim and Aunt Sally, who are both obese, trying to tell you how to live your life, or how to run your job, or how to do anything. If you're with me, welcome to round two. Round two in our 1,000 reps Monday workout. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully you rested up a little bit. Not rested up from life, but rested up from working out. This is our last week for phase one. Phase one is just building the discipline. That's why I didn't care how your weight was. All I wanted you to do is be able to get those 1,000 reps. And remember, after this month, phase one, you should have 20,000 reps under your belt. 20,000 reps. If you don't think that can have transformational implications, you're crazy. Just think of the calories you burned, the muscles that you've worked, and more importantly, the confidence that you're building. Because if you can get through this, there's nothing in life that you can't get through. Every time you're writing something or you're at work and something gets hard, just think about this workout and say, if I could get through that, I could definitely get through this paper or this project or this whatever it takes in life. You just gotta push. You have more power inside of you than you could ever imagine. It's just tapping into it. That soul for most people is just crying tears, just crying all the time because your body and mind have complete control and they're wasting your life. Wasting your life. Get your soul in charge. A little up right now. Oh my. One. So if you're on this journey with me, one thing that I would suggest is taking some pictures because When you see yourself in the mirror every single day, it's just like if you have kids and they're growing, you don't really recognize it every day. But when somebody comes in and says, "Oh my gosh, little Jimmy, you've grown," but you don't realize it because you're seeing it every single day. Same thing could be with your body transformation. When you look in the mirror every day, you're not going to see these big things. But if you took a picture and 4 weeks later you look at it and you're like, holy smokes. First thing you're going to say is, I can't believe I was that fat. I was that out of shape. That's terrible. It's disgusting. But you're not going to know. You got to know where you were at. Have a good snapshot in time. Then what I do is on my mirror picture right above in my bathroom, I went to an athletic magazine. Maybe I even printed it off online in color. I cut it off. I cut the head off of it, and I have the ideal body. And I'll show you here I'll show you at the end of next month because that's where I want to get to. It's a kickboxing body of a guy that is almost my shape, but I need to lose some more fat. But I focus on that every single day. As soon as I walk into the bathroom, every single day. And if you need to put that picture, get a couple of them, print them out, put one on the refrigerator, put one in the bathroom, put one in the doorway, put one anywhere where there's food access to, the pantry, put that picture right there. Keep it in your mind what your goal is. I do that for everything. If there's a career goal that you want, put it up all over the place so it stays in your mind. If there's something you want, if you want, like I wanted a trailer, if I want to travel the country, if there's a certain truck or a boat or a home, I am not motivated by material things at all. I'm more motivated by experience. So I can't have the experience of being on a boat with my family unless I have the boat. Same thing, I can't have the experience of traveling the country unless I have a trailer or if I have a house for my family. So if you're not into material stuff, just understand it's part of the experience. If you want to have a great time out in the water with your family, you're going to have a boat. Great time with your wife, your loved ones, out on the road, you're going to need a trailer. You're going to need a truck. You're going to need these different things. So put them around the house and then just think, when you see that truck, think experience. You see that boat, experience on the water. Trailer, experience on the road. Experience. That's what the soul doesn't need a boat. The soul needs experience. That's what it needs. Oh. Next one, back. Bend over row here. You ready? Let's get her done. As far as I like you doing light weights, keep the form as best you can, but if you move around a little bit, when you're getting up past 30 and you start to jerk a little wee bit, don't worry about it. Just get it done. If it's getting too out of control, you don't want to end up hurting yourself. So maybe you want to break down a weight. And I don't even have a problem with, if you start with 15s, let's say you get up to 25, as you're bent over, drop those, pick up the 10s. Boom. Figure it out, finally out with the 10s. Let's say you're down, you're 40, drop it, grab the 5s, get the 5s. Just drop set it all the way down. As long as you get the 50 on your way to 1,000. That's all that matters, especially in this first month. We are working on discipline. You cannot make excuses in your mind. If you have to drop the weight, but not an excuse. Well, I can't do that. As soon as you say that, it's over. It's absolutely over when you start saying, I can't. So don't even pull that crap with yourself when you're doing this. Get our abs flutter kicks. All we got left is legs, and we're done with round 2. Hopefully you're sticking with me here. At the end of the legs, I'm going to shoot off to use the bathroom quick, so that'd be a great time for you. I drink a gallon of water every day. Morning times, before 9 o'clock, I like to get at least my first half gallon in. I also get up at 4 a.m., so I'm not sure what time you get up. If you're getting up just in time to do this, that's fine. Just make sure you're getting enough water intake. I also go to bed at 9 o'clock at nighttime, so I get my hours in. I like to at least get 6-7 hours of sleep in, of good rest. And just on a side note, especially if you're older, one thing, if you're having trouble sleeping, okay, I'm saying this because I have an appointment today. If you've never been checked for sleep apnea and you're older, go get it checked. Go get it checked. Get a test done. Get a sleep study done, because I was tired every single day. I couldn't even stay awake at the wheel. So if you can relate to this, if you're driving, you're tired all day long. It could be because when you sleep at night, your jaw goes back, closes your airway off, you snore, you wake yourself up over and over and over and over, and you never get a deep sleep. As soon as I got this mouthpiece, I didn't want some big contraption on my head, this mouthpiece that kept my jaw forward, I have had, over the last 6 months, the best sleep of my life. It has been transformational in my sleep. I wake up rested. I don't fall asleep at the wheel. Just safety-wise, I mean, I was literally, as soon as I would get behind the wheel, I would want to fall asleep. So if you haven't, go get that. And I would recommend the mouth guard. It's really easy to take with you everywhere. I wear it every single night. I can't sleep without it because it's so comfortable in my mouth. And just a side note, if you are older and you could be in your 30s, 40s, whatever, if you've always had trouble with the sleep, that could be your issue right there. And most insurance, because it won't go underneath your dental insurance, it'll go underneath your regular insurance. So most insurance is covered. It's a lot cheaper for a mouthpiece than it is for you to have to be in the hospital for conditions that relate. Your heart can get messed up from it because of all the stop and breathing at nighttime. When I took my sleep study, I found out that I was waking up about 30 times throughout the night. Didn't even realize it. That one is my worst one. And with that, I'm going to take a piss. During this break, make sure you get your water, use the bathroom. We're done with round 2. Okay, welcome back. So, hopefully you had to use the bathroom, all the water we're drinking. Get a good drink. The thing I like about this the most, well, one of the things, there's a lot that I do, but the cardio, your heart should be beating like crazy, especially by the time you're done with the leg thing. Push it hard enough that you're actually getting some cardiovascular work. You're really pushing it. You're breathing hard. Your heart's beating hard. It's going to help you burn calories. It's going to help you, overall. It's going to help you if you don't have time. You should be getting at least your 15 to 20,000. And as I go on to the arms, too many women, I especially see this because my wife's a teacher at school. They'll wear the Apple Watch. They're like, I got my 15,000 steps in or my 10,000. Walking around an office does not count. It doesn't count. You're not going to lose any weight. And I don't know the strict science behind it, but I just know that 15,000 steps throughout the whole daytime is not the same as going on a straight walk for 15,000 steps. It's not the same thing. So whatever you're doing during the daytime, that's great. It's better than doing nothing. But I'd still say go home and at least go on a walk, a 10,000 step walk. Like I've said from the beginning, from day one, I am telling you the things that work for me, not something that I read in this study. I don't trust half the damn studies out there. I definitely don't trust the government. So any government funded study is basically because it's just trying to sell you a drug or whatever. I don't trust that stuff. And a lot of influencers online are trying to sell you a product. I take no products, nothing. I take no creatine. I take no protein. I take no TRT. I take nothing. Could it maybe help me? It could, but I don't need it. If you eat properly, you get the right protein, the right nutrients. I don't think you need anything else. That's me. I don't need anything else. And if you're into the health and fitness and wellness, you got to be excited for what's coming out today. Today, Kennedy is coming out with the big reveal on what they believe has caused the autism problem in America. I am so anxious. Again, I've been saying for decades, that it has to do something with the vaccination. We'll see today with these early at-birth vaccinations, okay? We'll see. There's one that they give right at birth, the hepatitis. We'll see if that's been part of the problem. Because in my generation, 53, there was no such thing as autism. Then they try to tell us that, well, it's just because we're more aware of it. No. 1 in 12 boys weren't messed up back in my day. Not like today. And it's so sad. It's so sad for those parents and how bad they're going to feel knowing that I don't even want to talk about it. All I know is that get yourself educated on different things. Think from your own perspective instead of listening to everybody else. And just remember who's paying the doctors. Who's paying for the research studies? Who's paying for all this stuff? Listen to people that have nothing to gain. I got nothing to gain here except I want to see you guys win. I love seeing people win. I like creating people around me, hanging out with people who are winners. If you can do this workout, I'm super impressed with you. This is not easy. Share this with somebody. After you get through this, and you're working hard at it and you can do it, share it with somebody else. See what they can do. Then you'll really be able to tell how good a shape you're in. Most people probably wouldn't be able to do 10 reps. Ah. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7. That one hurts. Especially hurts, I think, because our 1,000 rep Friday on the shoulders. But when you're done, the amazing feeling that you have, to me, is so, so worth it, my friends. Your health, your fitness, being around for your family, living a life on your terms, on what you want. You know, we're too worried about what the rest of the world wants. Even your family, especially the guys I like to work with, are ones that have given everything to everybody else. And then they come to a point in their life and they're like, what about me? I have nothing left to give you. You ever been to that part in your life when you're saying to yourself, especially if you're a husband, a father, and you're working 4 jobs and you're sacrificing everything? Do you ever get to that point of saying, what about me? I have nothing left to give. I've given everything, joyfully given everything, but I need something for me. And fitness costs you nothing. Not being fit costs you everything. It costs you your life. And you cannot help your family if you're dead. If you're not around, you can't help them. Or if you're sick and being a burden to them. If you want to help your family, help yourself. Get fit. Take time for you. You are the most important person in your world. Because without you, you can't help people. That is so basic. But our society has warped our minds to not focus on us. Because a strong us is scary to those people. If you believe in yourself and you're strong and you're relentless and you have a strong mindset and you can't be controlled, that's not good for some people. Be strong, be fearless, be relentless. Go get what you want out of life. I mean, what's your alternative? Being a slave to the world and everybody else? I don't think so. Not my people. Remember, this is our last week of discipline. Next week, we're going to go on a cut. So this Friday, love it. Like I said, this is week 4. We've gone through 3 weeks, Monday through Thursday, 1,000 reps, every body part. Fridays, we hit one body part, 1,000 reps of burnout. Week 1, we hit arms. Week 2, we hit chest. Week 3, we hit shoulders. This Friday, we're going for the back, guys. We're going to hit that back. We're going to burn that back out with 1,000 reps. 1,000 reps on Friday with our back, okay? And next week, we're going to shift the exercise orders around. And we're going to go into cut mode. We may go through a couple exercises and kind of superset them without any break in between. So maybe we'll do arms and back to back, no break. So we'll do our arms, then we'll go right into doing a back. Or we'll go from chest to shoulder, or shoulder to chest. Straight through 100 reps, 2 different body parts. Okay? So what do you think of that? Maybe we'll throw in 100 reps with the arms. Drop the weight down. We're going to kind of move it around a little bit. Next week, we start doing our calorie deficit next week to just bring out everything. So look at yourself right now. Look where you're at. And after next month, you got to have some pictures, have some video, have whatever. Like I said, I could have come on here and done this 3 months in advance, come in here with no fat, be absolutely ripped, and people will be like, that's not even possible. It's probably not what he does. You see all these exercisers on commercials and stuff. You're like, come on. Did he use that spring to get that arm like that? Hell no. Show us from the beginning what you're using. Show us what you're doing. That's the idea here. If you're on the same page and you're rolling with me, I want you to be able to see the transformation not only in yourself, but in me and in what is possible. Next one, chest. You know what? We forgot the chest in round 2. Too much bullshitting. Let's go with the flies. We're going to do the whole chest. How the hell did I miss that? So since we missed, my fault 100%, we missed the chest in the round 2 because I was talking too much. We're going to go a double set right here. So we just did 2. Now we're doing round 3, putting them together. If you need to drop down a weight, drop down a weight. Or stick with the same weight, pound it out. Put them together, down to your chest. Let's go 50. 1, 2. Ripped up 100 reps. Congratulations. My fault. I missed that. You got to pay for it. You can't just skip it. Mess something up in life, make a mistake. If you make a mistake in life, fix it immediately. You say the wrong thing to somebody, fix it immediately. Don't wait. You do something that is by mistake somewhere, fix it immediately, fess up to it. You will get so much more respect from people if you just take responsibility, because you could try to cheat other people, but you can't cheat yourself. Ultimately, overall, when you go look in the mirror, the person that's staring right back at you, that's the person that matters the most in your life. And when you start to like that person in the mirror, guess what? Other people are going to start liking you. And it's not that they're going to change that they like you more. It's that your belief system is going to believe. If you don't like yourself, you are going to believe that nobody else likes me, because how could they? I don't even like myself. If you start liking yourself, when people say nice things to you, where before, if you don't like yourself, you're like, oh, they're just trying to get something from me. They're trying to manipulate me. But when you like who you are, when somebody gives you a compliment, it's going to be completely different. That's what I'm saying. Two people can see something, the exact same thing, and think two separate things. They're trying to manipulate me, or I appreciate that. I put a lot of work in. Okay? I want you to think about that. Abs, and then our combination of legs, and we got our arms, and we're done. Russian twists. Anyway, I hate to say the word Russian. Woo! If you're with me so far, congratulations. We have our legs, and then your own choice of 100. I always do arms at the end for the last 100. So we have 850 so far. With the legs at the end, I like to split it 25-25, 25 calf raises, 25 squats. For that, I'm sweating today. I live in Western Pennsylvania. We've had the hottest summer and fall that I can remember probably in decades. Anybody says, well, that's global warming, you're a nutcase. It's called weather. Because next fall, it might be rainy and cold. Then what's the excuse? We haven't had a big snowy winter for a while. It's always cold. So if we get snow this winter, is that global warming, or is that climate change? Or think about all the hoaxes that are out there. Believe what you want to believe. But just think about, everybody's worried about who's the president, who's this. Every time we have a change in presidencies or politics, if you look at your own life, what has changed? What has really changed ever since Trump? And I'm conservative. I don't necessarily agree with everything, but has my life changed? No. I like the American values, a little more inspirational, but has life for me changed right here? It has not changed at all. That's why I have to work on me. People think that the horse is going to come riding in if their favorite politician gets elected. Guess what? Hate to tell you, but nobody is coming to save you. The Savior is right there looking at you in the mirror every morning. That is the person that's going to save you. Nobody else. Nobody else gives a damn about it except for you. And if you want them to give a damn about you, you better give a damn about yourself first. So 900 so far. For the last 100, you choose. You choose what you want to do. You want to do, break it up between shoulders and arms. Do that. Chest and legs, chest and abs. All 100 on the abs. It is your choice for the last 100, whatever body part you feel that needs the most work. Not the body part that you think feels the easiest to work. The body part that needs the most work. For me, I like my arms, and they're pretty wasted right now, but I want to work on my arms because that's the part that I like to show the most. That's the part when I put my shirt on and it feels tight right there. That means more to me than anything. Not because I'm trying to show off to anybody or do anything like that. Me. I feel better about me. Then that transfers out into the world. Think of the different energies that you put off. The energy of, I'm no good, I suck, I'm fat, I'm stupid, I'm alone. Or, I'm confident, I'm proud, I love myself, I work hard, I'm disciplined, I'm dedicated, I have confidence. Think of those different energies that you're putting off. The same person, two different mindsets. Who do you want to be around? Basically the loser by choice or the winner by choice? Who do you want to be around? Who do you want your kids to be around? Think about it. Pick your body part. $9.50, 50 more to go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Dig deep down here. Think about your soul, what it wants. This is going to be a soul victory today. All soul. Soul victory is overcoming your mind and your body. Or did you quit and your mind and your body took over your soul? That's huge. That is huge. I'm not sure what that means. Last 50, choose it. I'm doing 50 with each arm. Some of the cryptic stuff I don't understand. I'm too old. $50. Keep that core tight. 10, 9, 8. $1,000. If you stuck with me, congratulations. You're amazing. I shouldn't have to tell that to yourself. Today's a soul victory. Didn't allow it. If you got your mind and your body on the same page, congratulations. So, drink your water, rest up, and I'll see you again here tomorrow at 7 a.m. Congratulations, guys.